Good morning, YouTube. Now I've got a big family and that means I don't have time to mess around in the morning. I need to get it made, get them fed, fill them up, keep them happy, right? All right, I can do that all with simple homemade French toast. Ah, so good, but so simple. It takes only a few minutes and your kids are gonna love it. I promise that. All right, let's cook, y'all. We got a family to feed. All right, so we're starting out with some really simple, easy, basic ingredients. And this recipe goes together in no time whatsoever. So here I have 8 eggs. See if I can, you can kind of show you the eggs without dumping them all over the camera. And you can do this by hand. You can, just whisk it up if you want to. I find it a little bit easier to get them nice and frothy if I'm using the mixer. Jeez. All right, and to this I'm adding 1 cup of heavy cream. You can use what you have. You can use half and half. You can use whole milk, that's fine. So right in there. Then we have 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of kosher salt. Use half of that if you've got table salt, okay? And this is it. We're just letting this whip up. There's no set time. There's no particular trick you're trying to do. What I like to do next is a nice big casserole dish. And I've got whole wheat bread. This is not whole grain. It's not white bread. It's just the whole wheat bread. It's a little sturdier than white bread, but not by much. Traditionally, French toast or pain perdu, which is lost bread. Pain is bread. Perdu is lost, so lost bread. That was stale bread. It was bread that you could no longer really eat. And pain perdu was a way to use up this leftover bread, right? Well, we don't usually have that, mainly because we have this horrible industrialized food supply, and some of our foods have way too many preservatives. Actually, I do this with stale bread when I have homemade bread that I've got some leftovers. So I'm just pouring this over the top. Now, if you have stale bread, you're going to let this soak for a few minutes because the bread takes a moment to absorb the liquid. However, if you're dealing with fresh bread, chances are, here we go, chances are your bread's going to get too soft too fast. All right, so I have a griddle over medium heat. You want to go medium to low. Because remember, you're wanting that egg batter to cook all the way through while the exterior gets nice and crispy. And if your heat is too high, you end up with an exterior that is too crispy or even burned without having it cook all the way to the middle. All right, so here's all there is to this. This is going to go on this griddle. We're going to cook it on the first side 5 or 6 minutes. Nice and slow, give it a moment, and then when you flip it, you can actually tell when it's done because it puffs a little bit. But for right now, I'm just simply going to go back over here. I'm going to repeat with some more bread slices and wait for this first side to get ready. All right, so this is what I was talking about. I lost my spatula. Okay, so on the first side, you're just letting it go until it's golden brown. Ah, hot. So do you see that? That's what you're looking for on the first side, and then we flip. Okay, now that it's on its first side, because that egg and cream need to cook all the way through, this will puff and rise up just a bit, and that's when you know when the second side is ready. I'll come back and show you what it looks like. In the meantime, nice. Okay, so here's, are we on? Here's what we're talking about. I hope it comes across on the camera. It may be a little too subtle to see, although when you're actually looking at it, it's really obvious. Can you see how that has puffed a bit? Come on, camera, focus right here. See? Just a bit. Not a ton. This is how you know that it's fully cooked. It has risen and puffed. And if you pat it, you can tell that it's cooked. It has none of the springiness of the raw batter, okay? So that's perfect. All right, and then of course here we go. We're gonna put these together. Smells good. First butter and cinnamon and all those beautiful flavors. These just smell good no matter what. All right. Oh no, we're out of forks. I have to go find a fork. All right, so here's what we like to do. Of course, you can do it with powdered sugar. You can do it with jam. You can do it with any kind of syrup you like. You can leave the butter off. Although that makes me sad. And any kind of syrup you want. You know, if you want to go with the real maple syrup, that's fine. We like sorghum syrup, which is just our local thing. This, of course, is just the cheap old fake syrup from the grocery store. And there you have it. Quick, easy, perfect French toast in no time. And I got a house full of kids to feed. Kinsley, you hungry? Yeah. All right. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching, and if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.